by name now. This is my third exchange of the Sony TV. It's been a slice. Alright, let's go set up the new one. This is Sony's XBR line of 4K Ultra HD TV. It has what Sony calls its X1 processor with triluminous display, and it's supposed to upscale whatever you're watching to 4K quality. So this is the upgraded version of the quarterly not reliever. It was only $2,000. It has Android TV with a full Google Play App Store and PlayStation Now, which lets you stream PS3 games to your TV without console. I'm not sure how everybody out there centers the TVs, but I use my keyboard as a unit of measurement. F10 and a half. Get right in on there, AJ. F10 and a third. That's good enough. Alright. This TV is beautiful. It's much thinner than that bulky wedge design on previous models. It unfortunately doesn't come with those 3D glasses that you see. I had those left over from my last one. It has a beautiful chrome stand and a really thin screen border. I just love the look of this TV in my living room. Is it worth it? More to come on that later. It has standard ports including ARC HDMI for audio output, optical out, and a rainbow of component inputs for your PlayStation 2. USB ports, a 3.5mm jack for stereo out, and MHL for your BlackBerry. The customer experience that I've had with Sony so far has been polarizing, to say the least. Here's the story about this Sony TV. Back in September of 2014, I was looking for a new TV, so I bought the Sony 60W830B, and that's a 60-inch, 120Hz 3D Sony TV. So I play Xbox, and I've been watching movies and stuff, and it started developing this like dark patch, this whole section of the screen. And it turns out that that sort of has happened with other people with that Sony model TV. It took me about 3 months before they even accepted that there was a problem with my original 60-inch Sony TV. It was a frustration of being transferred to Filipino call centers and Argentinian call centers that didn't know how to handle Canadian TV repairs. I even ended up calling the manager at Best Buy, who put me in touch with the Sony rep for London, Ontario. I tweeted them, no response from Twitter. I went to their Sony Cares customer support website and I posted all about my experience, and then nothing happened. So I mean, Sony's customer service was a complete mess. And that's why I say it's polarizing, because the first experience I had with them was horrible. The Fast Track experience was amazing. The guy actually personally called me up. He told me, no problem, I see your issue. We're going to send you a new TV, but sorry, your 60-inch TV is out of production now, so we're going to have to give you a 65-inch. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. Okay, I'll take a 65-inch TV. They ended up sending me a 65W850C, and that one was bigger and better. It was with Android TV. I unboxed that one, put it up on the mantle there, and it was worse than the first one. A patch here, a patch here, a patch here. I called a couple of buddies over and they looked at it and they said, yeah, man, you got a bad TV. I took some pictures, I sent it to the Fast Track guy. Again, amazing experience. He replied to me back, he's like, look, I see it, I'm sorry, we'll send you a new one. I unboxed that one, I put it up. Not only does it have vertical banding, it has horizontal banding. So I don't know if I'm just the unluckiest Sony guy in the world. I called them up. I'm like, dude, can you please send a customer service guy out so that I feel like I'm taking advantage of you or something. I don't want you to get in trouble with your bosses sending me all these TVs. So I got in touch with this Fast Track Sony guy manager. He said, I'm sorry you're having all these problems. I know that you're probably ready to give up on Sony, but what we're going to do is send you this 65-inch XBR X 850C, which is the even next model up. This TV retails for $3,200 Canadian. I only bought my TV for $1,400, and they're giving me a 4K TV. I don't know if I should be upset with Sony for having such shitty customer service, or celebrating because they gave me a $2,000 upgrade for a 4K TV. What we're going to find out is whether or not if it's going to have vertical banding. And if it has banding, I guess I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. let's plug it in and see if this TV sucks the same as the last 3 Sony TVs I had. This is the remote it gave me. It didn't give me that cool remote. Come on, Sony. You give me a $2,000 upgrade and you don't give me the cool remote? That's not nice. A total plug and play, that's a nice surprise. I just plugged my keyboard in, even used the trackpad, and it works! The mouse works! That's the easiest experience I've had with a TV thus far. I think it's the Android TV, that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty sick, I'm kind of jealous, man. I'm actually really jealous. I have a boring Samsung TV that doesn't do any of this. So our good friend Lou from Unbox Therapy discovered.
Not a friend.
Oh.
I wish. He's Canadian. He's from Toronto.
Exactly. Start over.
Okay.
3, 2. So Lou from Unbox Therapy discovered and exposed Bendgate with iPhones.
But I want to know, will it band?
So as you can see, there's not too much of a dirty screen effect here. There's not that much banding, and it's a lot better than the last couple of TVs I had from Sony, so I can live with this.
Liv, I'm happy with this TV.
Now if you have a Sony Bravia and you notice the picture flickers from bright to dark all the time, it's not a problem with the TV, it's a setting. You just have to shut it off. It's not my camera adjusting, I have the exposure lock. It's the TV darkening the picture because Sony thinks you want that for some reason. Just open the picture adjustments menu, go to advanced settings, and turn off advanced contrast enhancer. You're welcome. Here's that same scene again with the contrast enhancer turned off, and then another time for a comparison with it on. And you can see the viewing angle is incredible on this thing. You can view it right from the sides and you barely get any loss of quality. The screen uniformity is decent, but there's not much banding, but there's a lot of light leakage on the edges of the TV. You can see the colors. Look at his suit there. It turns a lighter shade. The screen turns purple when there's a pan. You just see this glow on the edges of the screen where the light leakage happens. It's totally distracting.
I must make decisions.
I'm a surprise. No point, isn't it?
Banding. I'm here to talk about banding. A serious issue that affects us all. You may not know about banding, but soon you will. I'm just spitting. Banding is when you see these visual formation of discoloration or dark strips in your picture and they go either horizontally or vertically. I did that wrong. Horizontally or vertically across your screen. It can be super distracting. It is a serious problem. Now if you're looking at menu screens or UIs for games, or if you're playing games and there's a white background, I'm Canadian, I play NHL. There's a lot of ice in NHL. With banding, there's like dark patches all over the screen and it's totally distracting, takes you out of the game, and it just totally ruins your viewing experience. We'll link in the video here to the banding test that I use. I first asked Sony, what are these dark spots? And they never once told me to look into banding. They just said, you're never gonna get full uniformity in your TV. If I'm paying like $1,000 to $2,000, even more for a TV, I wanna have a nice uniform picture. Okay, I don't wanna have this dark giant blob on the screen that's gonna distract me from the movie I'm watching or the game I'm playing. And it's funny, I went to a TV store where this guy was trying to sell me on a $4,000 curved screen LED TV, so I pulled up this YouTube banding test and I saw all this banding on the screen and I was like, dude, that's totally distracting, I don't want that. And the guy was like, you gotta remember, after all, it's just a TV. You're trying to sell me a $4,000 TV, you own a TV store, and you don't even really think that the image quality is important? Suffice it to say, what you want to do is look into banding. I hope this helps. There's not that much that broadcasts in 4K right now. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One don't do it. Netflix only broadcasts a little bit of content in 4K, but you need to have a 25 megabit down steady signal to get those. And it doesn't come with the basic Netflix subscription. What's more noticeable than 4K is the defects in these big screens. The banding, the light leakage, and the general screen uniformity problems. I'd recommend just getting the cheapest big screen dumb TV you can. Hook it up to your PS4, Xbox, or Apple TV for the smart TV features. Just save your money and buy dumb until the manufacturers address this problem.
If you have any comments such as, hey, get rid of that stupid fisheye lens, or hey, the audio in these videos sucks, why don't you get a mic? What else should I unbox? Do we want AJ back here unboxing things?
Holy crap.
Woo! If you have any comments like that, leave them below, and maybe we'll do those things. Okay, thanks. Bye.